Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a tutorial on this bronzed makeup look. This video is also in collaboration with another fellow YouTuber, and it is the gorgeous Pinkcyndixo. Go ahead and check out her channel as well and subscribe if you haven't already. She is brilliant, she's very talented, and yeah, so I decided to do a more monochromatic look for this tutorial because I wanted it to be kind of day to nighttime appropriate. And for summer, I love bronzy makeup looks. I feel like it goes with the whole theme of being bronzed and looking glowy and, you know, summer appropriate. So if you're interested and want to see how to get this look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start this tutorial by priming my skin, and I'm using my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the Smoothing Primer, and I'm just using my fingers to dab that onto my skin and then lightly smoothing it over the areas that I want to look blurred. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing together the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation in the shade Light Medium Sand and the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in the shade 03 Light Beige, and I'm using my dampened beauty blender to blend that into my skin. Then I'm going to pick up my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Ebony and use that to fill in my brows. Then once I'm done filling them in, I'm just going to use a spoolie on the other end of that brow definer to comb the product through my brows to make it look, you know, less harsh and kind of more blended. Then I'm going to set my brow hairs in place using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. Next, I'm going to prime my lids using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just blending that onto my lid using my Sigma P80 Precision Flat Tap Brush. For the eyes, I'm going to be using the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm picking up the shade Flower Child, which is very close to my skin tone, and I'm going to use that shade to set my eyeshadow base using my Sigma E40 blending brush. Then I'm going to pick up the shade Jet Setter from that same palette, and on my MAC 286 blending brush, I'm going to work that into my crease as my transition shade. Then I'm going to pick up the shade Rebel on my MAC 217 blending brush, and I'm applying it just slightly lower than the transition shade, kind of right where my socket is, and I'm just going to use that shade to deepen up the crease a bit, and I'm just working that in windshield wiper motions, blending it back and forth. Then next, I'm going to take the shade Activist on a MAC 219 pencil brush, and I'm going to apply that to the very outer corner of my eye, kind of in a sideways V shape, and that's going to help create the cat eye effect that I'm looking for this eye makeup look. I'm going to go back in and pick up some more shadow just to deepen it up and get the intensity that I'm looking for, and then pick up my MAC 217 and a little bit more of the Rebel shade to blend that out and make sure there are no harsh lines. Then I'm going to pick up the shade Firecracker, which is a gorgeous bronzy gold shade, and I'm going to pack that onto my lid using my MAC 242 shader brush, and I've spritzed my brush with MAC Fix Plus just to make sure that I'm getting the full intensity out of this eyeshadow and make it look more foiled and shimmery. Then next, I'm going to do some color correcting using my MAC Conceal and Correct Duo, and I'm using the shade Mid Peach to apply it just where I get a little bit of darkness under my eyes, and then I'm using my dampened beauty blender to blend that in. Then to do some concealing and highlighting, I'm going to pick up my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Medium Neutral, and I'm just going to apply that in a triangle to my under eyes, and then the other high points of my face, my nose, of course, my Cupid's bow, my chin, and a little bit on my forehead as well, and then using my dampened beauty blender to blend that all in, of course. Then I'm going to do a little bit of baking using my RCMA no color powder, and I'm impatient so I'm not going to leave this on very long, but I'm just going to apply it using my beauty blender and then kind of dust it away using my Morphe E48 brush. And whatever's left on from what I've used to bake, I'm just going to use that to set the rest of my foundation. Then I definitely need to warm up my skin, so I'm going to pick up my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Give Me Sun, and I'm applying it to the hollows of my cheeks and the outer perimeter of my face using my MAC 135 brush. Then I'm going to do some contouring because I want to define my cheekbones a little bit more. So I'm going to take the middle shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette and apply it to the hollows of my cheeks and my temples using my Sigma F40 contour brush. Then I'm going to take the lightest contour shade from that same contour palette on a Sigma E70 angled brush, and I'm going to use that to contour my nose. Then I'm going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to pick up the shade Rebel on a MAC 219 pencil brush and apply it to my lower lash line. Then right after that, I'm going to pick up the shade Activist and apply it to the outer third of my lower lash line. For blush, I'm going to be using the Faced LoveFlush Blush in the shade I Will Always Love You, and I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks using my Morphe E4 brush. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara, and I'm using the Smashbox X-Rated mascara, which came in my May Ipsy Glam bag, and so I'm using it for the first time in this tutorial, which I was pretty impressed by it. It didn't actually flake off at all throughout the day as I wore it, so that's a bonus. Then for highlight, I'm going to mix together the two shades Bubbly and Dripping in Gold from the Anastasia That Glow kit, and I'm using my Morphe M310 fan brush to apply it to the high points of my cheeks and my finger to kind of run it down the center of my nose and the tip of my nose as well as my Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to set my makeup in place using my MAC Fix Plus. Then I decided I wanted to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, so I'm picking up the shade Sunburst from that same glow kit, and I'm applying it using my Real Techniques Detailer brush. Then to line my lips, I'm going to be using MAC Oak Lip Liner. For lipstick, I'm going to be using MAC Naturally Transformed, which is a matte lipstick, and it's a really unique nude shade. I decided to add a little pop of gloss in the center of my lips, so I'm using the MAC Florabundance Lip Glass. So then that completes this makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to check out Pinkcyndixo's bronzed eye makeup look if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.